Okay, so I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do here to replace both garage door cables. That's the side that broke from what I could tell in the picture. So I only have to remove that side when I do this, but this is just to show you guys what I have to do. So let me position this to where you can see, hopefully, and we'll get started here. So the first thing is to take off the old cable. We're going to put in the bar. We're going to put in the bar into the spring. We're going to back wind it a full quarter turn. And I'm just going to let this bar sit here. This is going to hold all the tension on the spring. And now all the tension is off the cables. So I can now safely remove both of the cables on this door without worrying about the spring unwinding and spinning out. And then what I have to do is there's a little hook at the bottom of the door here. That I'm just going to unclip this cable from. And that allows me to just remove entirely the old cable. Now for this next step, I'm going to do the same thing to both sides of the door. I'm just going to do it on this one side because it's difficult to get at the other side for me. But the new cable are going to have the loops like that. So I'm going to snap it into the stud on the bottom of the door. Make sure it's on securely. And then we're going to run the cables up. And you can see this bar still safely holding the spring here. Route both cables up. And can you see the drum? You cannot. And then I'm going to put the cable into the little slot in the drum here. Now next what I'm going to have to do, since this is still really slack, is on both sides, I'm going to take a pair of vice grips and I'm going to just loosely attach them to the cables. And what this is going to do is it's going to just put a little bit of tension on that cable to keep it tight up towards the top here for when I retension the spring, or for when I retension the cables. That way it stays in the groove it's supposed to be. And then I would do the same thing on this side where I would replace the cable, install the new cable, and get it positioned into the groove. And again, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take a pair of vice grips and just clip it on loosely to the cable. And that's going to hold it. So what we're going to do now, we're going to retension the cables. So we're going to put the bar in the spring and slowly unwind. So now the tension is back on both cables. We can take the vice grips off. And then I'm going to use use the door by hand and make sure it's balanced. If it's not, I'm going to balance it. And then I'm going to adjust and reconnect the operator.